Hello YouTube, I am Matt, and welcome to another Feather and Inkwell fountain pen review. Welcome YouTube, this is Matt, and welcome to another Feather and Inkwell fountain pen review with another Benu edition. Meet me at the table for a review on the Benu Dragon's Blood. Welcome back, this is yet again a little bit further into the Feather and fountain pen review. We are reviewing the Dragon's Blood by Benu, and for some comparison I've put in some stats for both of these since they're both Benu. This is a Briolet Luminous Blue and we have the Dragon's Blood. Now here's how the medium wrote that it has in it, and this is with Cloak and Forest Ferris wheel press ink. You can see it does write nice and wet, has a beautiful smudge test, puts out lots of ink, writes very nicely on nice fountain pen grade paper, of course my favorite Rhodia. The Dragon's Blood. For right now, let's put it on the page. Let's look at the stats. Okay, 20 grams capped, 13 uncapped. That's very light. This is an acrylic pen, as is typical from them. Length, 5 3/8 capped, 5 1/4 uncapped. So this is better for people with shorter hands. Okay. It is kind of an average. It's not on the long side. It's an average amount of length. A lot of pens are this. A lot of them start looking like this once you start having acrylic. They're all roughly the same size. Now, we step over to, for a second, again, the Briolet Luminous Blue, which has a lot of different effects, including glow-in-the-dark resin in it. It does not have a pen clip. So capped, we are looking at 19 grams. So roughly 1 in the cap, 15 grams uncapped. It is a little bit wider in body, so around the body and up by the grip it is a little bit wider, so that gives you the little bit more weight on it. Again, 5 3/8 capped, and this is even shorter at 4 15/16, not a whole 5 inches from end finial to nib tip. So not even a whole 5 inches. This is below what I consider to be my length of pen. Does it write well? It writes beautifully. I love it. It's a lightweight pen. I believe we also have it. I think this is one of our fine nibs, but it also writes well. I think they're Jowo holders, if I'm not mistaken. And you know, it's an impressive pen to hold, and it, you know, with the glow, it's really cool. Just like any of the other Briolets that glow, there are several of them that do. It's a great design. It has many facets in the body, so you could put it up, excuse me, on a desk, and it's not going to just roll straight off if you put it on one of its facets. Now, the Dragon's Blood. You could clip this onto a pocket, onto your shirt, in a shirt pocket. It still has facets in the body and cap, so you can still have it stop on a facet and it not roll off the page, on top of having a very usable clip. It does add a little bit of weight, not enough to really notice in your hand, especially when it's not really meant to post, although this one can. So kudos there. Very few do, this one does. Warning, it may back weight it. Just feeling it just like this, the cap makes it a little bit back weighted, but it is capable of posting if that's something you like doing. If you don't, here it is without. It is a, of course, converter pen, just like every other, and there you have it. Now, in it, when you're holding it, you really don't feel these threads right here. So the threads are nice and soft, even though they're there. It is in a medium step, but you hold the pen far enough down in your hand that you're really not going to be anywhere near the threads. I have this in the medium nib. It writes super smooth on the page and flows exceedingly well. With the medium, I would say put whatever ink in it you like, and it performs excellent on fountain pen grade paper. If you're going to be looking at something other than fountain pen grade paper, like copier paper or a regular notebook, I would probably opt for something closer to an extra fine or fine, just so you have that little bit less ink flow and you can write with a little less discernment and a little bit slower if you need to. But overall, this is a brilliant looking pen, super smooth body, brilliant colors all throughout, and it really holds up to that kind of dragon theme look, which has been a popular one for me this year. I believe this is just over the $100 price point tag, somewhere around the 125 or 130, something like that. So average price point for them. It's not one of the limited editions that's even more money. Their nibs, as always, are super smooth compared to other Jowo holders. I do find their nibs to maybe be personally tuned by them a little bit. Not positive on that, but they do feel like they're extra smooth. Overall, fantastic pen. I hope you enjoyed the recap of everything. Once again, side by side. There you have it. See you on the flip.